Hello, lovelies. You are welcome back again to my channel, and thanks so much for coming back again. And I also appreciate your support all the way. Well, in today's video, I'll be talking about how much you need for express entry in 2024. Several persons have asked me, like, how much can I budget for this journey? I want to start this Canada immigration journey. How much do I need? How much? So most times it's not too possible for me to give you a certain amount. And you know I'm not an immigration expert. So I can't, I'll just be like, I don't really know how much you should save. In fact, there was even one day I wanted to tell somebody that hold so amount of money. At the moment I checked the proof of fund, I had to call the person back that, oh no, you should save more than that. So it's quite tricky to tell you how much you should have or to save for this immigration journey. But this video will just give you an idea of how much express entry will cost in this 2024. Why I'm being specific is because every year the whole system is being reviewed, proof of fund changes, and prices of things go higher almost every day, if not every day. So, but for now, this is what stands. So, it's not a perfect amount, but at least it will just give you a rough idea of what you should have, the amount you should have in Canadian dollars to run this Canada immigration process, specifically express entry, because it's the commonest and the fastest way you can get your permanent residency. Okay, so without saying too much, let's dive into the video. And if you're new to this channel, you are most welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate it. By now, you all are used to this line of my video. So let me know overflog it. Please subscribe if you have not done so. So, like I said before, it's going to be in Canadian dollars. So, if you are going to be making your payments in a different currency, then you need to do your conversion. So, the first here is the application processing fee. After you have been selected and you have been sent ITA, there's what we call application processing fee. It is actually 850 Canadian dollars per person. So if you are just a single person, you will be paying 850 Canadian dollars. But if you are married, each of you will pay 850 Canadian dollars. And if you've got dependent children, it is about 230 Canadian dollars. So the more the dependent children, you can just do the multiplication, okay? So the next is ECA. ECA is a major requirement in this permanent residency journey, okay? And we all know what ECA is. If you got your education from outside of Canada, then you will really need to do your ECA. So ECA has, let me say, kind of plus and minus depending on the kind of package you want. So it is, let me say, between 260 Canadian dollars to about 300. But if I were you, I would go for the 300. It's good to take the highest, you know, part so that you don't fall short. So it's between say 260 to 300 because some people may need courier delivery, some people may need standard delivery. So that's what is bringing about the plus and minus for the ECA. So for the ECA, let's just say roughly 300 Canadian dollars. The next one I have here is the right of permanent residence fee, usually paid to IRCC. Some people pay it at the beginning of the application, some pay it while the application is in progress, while some pay it later on. But whatever it is, you will still have to pay it, okay? But in most cases, if you don't get your visa or if in the process something occurs, I think they usually return that money. It's not to be corrected, but I think it's usually refunded. So it's actually 515 Canadian dollars per person, but dependent children would not pay. I think this one sounds good. So let's go to the next one. Language tests. This is when we call the IELTS, the SELPIP. So this is about 300 Canadian dollars. So you can do your conversion if you are not paying in Canadian dollars. It is also a major requirement in this journey. The next one is medical exams, and this depends on the country. Okay, So when you finally get your ITA, you'll be sent a letter for you to go do your medicals. Before now, some people used to do pre-medicals, like before the letter comes, they just do it ahead. But I think I learned lately that you have to be given the letter before you go do your medicals. So this depends on the country. So let me just assume maybe 300 Canadian dollars per person. And if you have a family or if you have dependents, sometimes the prices are not the same because there are some tests your dependents may not do that you as an adult may do. And there are sometimes you may be asked to retake the test. I don't know, but it depends. So, but let us just assume per person is 300 Canadian dollars. If you are the type that wants to go through provincial nomination route, then you can budget between 250 Canadian dollars to 1,000 Canadian dollars as the application fee. Also, you know that there are some professions that require licensing. I've not even added it. So, if you are the type that will process your licensing, you can make the money bigger because you will definitely spend more. The next thing you should consider is proof of funds. But if you are applying under Canadian Experience class or you have a valid job offer, then you don't need proof of funds. But if not, you will need proof of funds, and it's totally dependent on the number of family. The bigger the family size, the more the proof of fund. So as of last year, April 25th, this was the proof of funds that was required. And I know it's going to be reviewed again this year and it will be probably higher. So kindly take note of the proof of fund required for your family size. The last but not the least is other miscellaneous. So I may not be able to put a particular amount in this one because it all depends on what you are doing part time. You know, miscellaneous could be maybe transportation, you want to make photocopies, you want to do your PCC. I think I've not mentioned that. PCC varies for different countries, so I cannot really put an amount. PCC is police check, you're going to do that. You want to do biometrics, you're going to at least pay for something there. There's what we call notarization. There are some documents that you may want to submit that may need notarization. Like when I was doing my ECA, there was a particular document I had to notarize. You understand? So you will pay. I did that in the UK and I paid, I think, close to £75. You can imagine. There is no how you need to spend. So I will just put all this in miscellaneous, okay? If you're in Nigeria, you are not living in Lagos or you are not living in Abuja, you know that you are going to spend so much on transportation. When I was in Nigeria, we were living in Port Harcourt. We were flying down to Lagos to go do these medicals, these biometrics. You understand? So you can imagine you will spend much. So I'm not going to put any amount in other miscellaneous. So you can assume 5,000 Canadian dollars. You can assume even 10,000. Um, my advice is that for anyone that is starting this journey, you need to save for it. You know, things are getting expensive every day. So you need to really save for it so that when you start the journey, you won't be stuck. Because this journey, along the line, you may just start asking yourself that God, is this your will for me? Because it needs proper planning. So that's just basically what you should know about this whole journey, the money you should have at hand. And I hope this video has answered so many people's questions, and I hope you also found it helpful. If you are contemplating whether you should subscribe or not, please do. Don't forget to comment, like, and share this video. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.